We've had a lot of crying recently about Rangers penalties from Scott Brown and even Jeff Stelling talking about it on Talksport this morning. And Ali Mccoist shut him down like my Ali Mccoist only knows how to do. Welcome back to the channel. I did talk about this over in Fog Football about Scott Brown's comments. That's essentially what it stemmed from. But, oh, Rangers have only conceded one penalty in 71 games. What they do? What they do, Jeff Stelling? What they do? And I believe the one that he's included was the one against Hearts in the semi final. So, Scott Brown talking about how there's no chance that Rangers can concede a penalty to Aberdeen. Well, there you go. The proof's in the pudding. I mean, to actually come out and suggest that there's no chance is fucking ridiculous. Like, the game's not happened yet. Like, we don't know what tackles are going to happen. I mean, it's different if he says, well, I think Aberdeen have got no chance of beating Rangers. Even though I would never describe it as no chance, but I mean, come on. He's fucking making it. It's San Marino taking on Prime Brazil. I mean, come on. Fucking comments like that are annoying, but it's all about the obsessed, isn't it? But Ali McCoy shut Jeff Stelling down. And, we might as well dive into it. Because let's see what he said, because we've got Jeff Stelling talking to the main man. He says, that's a load of nonsense. That's Ali McCoy speaking. Absolute nonsense. If we're going to go down that road, we are questioning the integrity of Scottish referees and Scottish referees and officials, the same as referees and officials all over the country, all over Europe and the world make mistakes. Jeff Stelling then replied, over the last 6 seasons, they've won more penalties than any other team. And in the last 71 games, do you know how many penalties they've had against them? 1 penalty against them. Celtic have conceded 8 penalties in that time. No conspiracy. Mccoist then hit back saying, it's all about the defending. You need to stay on your feet, Jeff. I'll have a word. If the Celtic boys want me to have a word on how to defend, I'll talk them through it. Stay on your feet. Don't give the referee an opportunity to give a penalty kick. Celtic have had more penalties than us this season. And you know something? If you attack as much as Rangers and Celtic do, you'll get more penalties. Simple. We cannot go down the road of pointing fingers at the integrity of officials. End of quote there from Ali McCoist. There's not any much more. It's just more comments for the article for Ibrox News. But I mean, that's it. Like, I just don't see over this time period. Like, yes, you know what? See 1 penalty in 71 games. That is quite, like, you look at it and it's like, whoa, that's a shocking statistic. But when you actually break it down, in those 71 games, how many Stonewaller penalties have Rangers should have had against them? Off the top of my head, I cannot think of any clear-cut penalties, man. It's really that simple. I seen something on Twitter earlier. I don't even know what season it was. It was, one of Ange's seasons with Kyogo. They were 0-0 against Livingston. And the Livingston defender taps Kyogo on the head. Kyogo goes down holding the front of his head, even though it hit the back of his head. And they gave a penalty for that? Now, no, I'm not 100% sure they actually did give a penalty, but everyone's commenting that they did. And the video and the article on Twitter said they did, so I mean, come on, what? It's one of the most embarrassing penalties I've ever seen. But see this tit for tat, man. Penalty. This Scott Brown. Oh, Aberdeen have got no chance. Look at the last round. Look at the last round. This penalty business is fucking ridiculous. It really is. See the penalties the Rangers have been got recently? Seema got held back with Goldson against Aberdeen getting held back. See on Sunday. See if one of our defenders holds back Mccoist, holds back Duke, etc., etc. I'll tell you what, it'll be a penalty. And if it ain't a penalty, I'll call it, because that's just the way it's got to be, man. Man. Obsession, running wild here.